students, earlier we have discussed the different types of uses, application of biotechnology in different fields like therapeutics, diagnosis, agriculture, etc. Now today we'll start with the use of biotechnology in forming, synthesis or production of transgenic animals, that is GM organism, genetically modified organism. The genetically modified organism or this transgenic animals can be defined as those organisms which has DNA, those DNA were manipulated or the foreign DNA is introduced in their cell. Nowadays, various types of organisms have been produced by this technology like pig, fish, sheep, mice, rabbit, cow, etc. About 95% of mice are the result. That means maximum transgenic animals, the percentage of rat is about 95%. Now there are different purposes to synthesize or to produce such transgenic animal. Some of the purposes are normal physiology and development. That means to study the normal physiology of the organism, the regulation of the gene, how that gene is affecting the hormonal activity or how these genes are controlling the different activities in the body. So all these studies can be done by the use of such transgenic animals. They are used as a model on which the research will develop. Now, study of disease, to diagnose particular disease, and that disease can be cured by different types of medicines. To treat that particular medicine, that disease by particular medicine, that research can be done on such transgenic animals. That means these transgenic animals serve as the model for human disease on which the research can be done for their treatment, proper treatment. Then third one is biological product. So production of the biological product, like different types of products which are utilized, which are helped in curing different types of disease or disorder, or the product can be used for various purposes that can be done by the use of transgenic animal. For example, alpha-1 antitrypsin is a human protein and that can be developed or can be isolated from this transgenic animal by use of transgenic animal. This protein is helpful in treatment of emphysema or PKU, that is, this is utilized for the treatment of phenylketonuria. In 1997, one of the cow, rosy cow, the transgenic cow was developed. That cow has the specialty that the milk of that cow was just like human. That means the protein which is present in human milk, that is alpha-lactalbumin, is present, and the amount of protein is about 2.5 gram per liter, just like the human milk. So it is very beneficial for the human babies. Then vaccine safety, that means to test the safety of vaccine, how far that particular vaccine is safe for the human. First it is administered on the transgenic animals, then that is, if it is safe, then it will be applied on the human body. In the same way about the medicine also, different types of drugs also, they are first their toxicity of drugs, etc. So that can should be exposed toward on these transgenic animals first, and after their certainty that if it is safe, then it will be applied or will come in market for human use. For example, for vaccine safety, for polio vaccines testing, it was done on transgenic mice. Maximum transgenic mice is utilized in this process. Earlier it was done on monkeys, now it is done on transgenic mice. So in this way we can see these GMO or the transgenic animals are helping us or in different fields, and in this way they are beneficial for us. Now some ethical issues. Some ethical standards are required to evaluate the morality of human activity. The genetic modification may result in unpredictable for whole ecosystem. That means that can be unpredicted, that it may be dangerous for the ecosystem or other group of organisms. So it is not easy to just go in the research process. For that, GAC, that is Genetic Engineering Approval Committee, is there, and after their approval only, the person or any institute can start the research regarding genetic engineering. Then biopiracy, use of bioresources by multinational companies or organization without proper authorization from the country or people, and that is known as biopiracy. And for that, the particular organism or plant or the product or the services should be patented, otherwise other can use that, so that is known as bio patent. One of the example of this is the basmati rice is our is the native of India, and about 27 type of flavor of that rice. It is known for a particular aroma, unique aroma, and that is native for India. But one of the American companies crossed this basmati with one semi-dwarf variety of rice and produced one new variety and told that this is novelty, and then it had patented that particular novelty rice, and they restricted the selling or use of this basmati rice for other countries, other people. Then the same way it had done like this in the turmeric, neem, etc. because it was not patented. Then later on, Indian government has given his proof and other things. It's then and nowadays our country is also doing the biopatent process for its products. Now, an second amendment patent bill was given by Indian government, which consider the issues regarding patent research, etc. So in this way we can see this biotechnology is applied in various fields, and that is very helpful for humankind.
Here also showing the application of genetic engineering in the production of transgenic animals. These are some examples of transgenic animals which are used nowadays in various activities, various purposes. Here we can see biopiracy. What is biopiracy? Actually, biopiracy can be defined as the use of any product or the method without proper authorization from the country or the people concerned, then it is known as biopiracy. One of the example of this biopiracy is that basmati rice, which is grown in India, is distinct for its unique flavor and aroma, and about 27 types of variety of basmati is there. But an American company got patent rights on basmati through the US Patent and Trademark Office. The new variety of basmati has been developed by this company by crossing an Indian variety with the semi-dwarf varieties, and this shows the biopiracy. There are some ethical issues related to this biotechnology. And biopiracy, it is the exploitation of bioresources of a country by organization and multinationals for commercial exploitation, with or without patent but without any access and benefit sharing agreement. Some nations are developing laws to prevent such unauthorized exploitation of their bioresources and traditional knowledge. Biopatent is an official license to use a particular biological material for commercial exploitation, like the strain of microorganism or any GM crop, GM animal, that is genetically modified plant or animal, then the sequence of DNA or the procedure which is utilized in the biotechnological work, or the production process, method, product application, all the things should be biopatented. The biopatents are going to give not only increased economic benefits to holders, but will also provide a spurt in research. The biotechnological application in agriculture, here we can see that genetically modified crops or GM crops or transgenic plants contains and express one or more useful foreign genes or transgenes. For example, these are the examples: BT cotton, golden rice, phosphorus or tomatoes. Then they are utilized or useful in various ways, like they reduce the use of chemical pesticides, because they already became pest resistant. Then they are more tolerant to abiotic stress like cold, drought, salt, heat, etc. They also help in reducing the post harvest loss. Then they increase the efficiency of mineral uses by plants, prevent early exhaustion of fertility of soil. That means they prevent the loss of fertility of soil. Then GM plants enhance the nutritional values also, like vitamin A enriched rice or mineral rich another type of food crops. Then herbicides, weed killers do not harm the GM crops. Biologists are working to create genetically engineered plants having resistance to these disease. GM plants have been used to create alternative resource to the industries because they can provide the raw materials for the plant, the resource for the different industries like starch, fuel, pharmaceuticals, etc. So in this way you can see in our life the application of biotechnology we can see in each and every field, and that is most important nowadays.